22 of July in the year between. Fingers crossed. It'll be a while since I have to have my completely up in my face to get out of the hurry. Please pile on in, boys and girls. There are options for the most spectacular story. Huntiful peanut gallery. The chat. Awesome, awesome. And there are also options up in the nosebleed section. Those of you who enjoy watching a slow motion train wreck while you do other things. We're here for that also. I have, oh my goodness. Oh, and last but not least, I'm so the one, the only, the host, hosted. That was me and this returns the week. At 3 p.m. Sunday at noon. Oh my goodness gracious. I know. Oh, this rayon. Make sure that we're. Rumble's been doing some upgrades. Come on, we're gonna start. All right. Good. I see on the Rumble app they've altered when shows are live, you get a green dot instead of the green circle. However, it still doesn't take you to the actual live show. It takes you to the homepage. But what are we gonna? Ghostbusters? No, we need to be so unique. All right. Oh my goodness gracious. It's been stormy. I heard there was quite some storms out on in New York by ooh-wee. Oh, finally. There is blue sky and there's but now we just have risks of dry lightning storms, so that's always spectacular. Um, I don't have enough. We've been under so much tension for the past 2 weeks. I felt like we've been in the Baba Yaga's mortar and pestle and just being ground and ground and ground and ground to make the finest powder for whatever is but I know people are like, yeah, but listening, I should post her channel. Uh, American Fork Sharita Star, very helpful. I know it's like so polarizing. Like, no, that's witchcraft. No, that's what? Do you agree that the moon moves? Does the moon affect water on Earth? How cavalier to think that some other planet somewhere else doesn't have some influence some way, whether regardless. So there. That's my reasons. But well, amongst many, but oh yeah. She has for a long actually most of her episodes are about the natal chart for literally America. So like what's up, America? And oh yeah, it just you can see it helps. I find it beneficial, help give a framework to the bigger things because did we take a suggestion and we upgraded a key during Mercury retrograde, which then precipitated the need for an adapter for said cable, which then followed up with this chunky big boy cable does not play nice with my teeny little connector pieces. So did we then proceed to make another purchase, move up to wait, I think only I was like, oh great, the new 1/4 inch cable is gonna plug in, everything's gonna be great, no more issues, we'll be good to go. We've got the 3.5 female connector for the 1/4 inch cable and a corresponding 1/4 inch cable at the end. Like, oh, I can just plug it in. Oh, nope, 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 no. The audio doesn't come well through the 1/4 inch cable connector. You need the XCR adapter. So now we've adapted the cable with another adapter and box. And if things don't improve, I might throw something amazing in my grumpiness. But I know all of the other tools work. The good thing I read my pairing of tools though. Can't use the preamp disassemble funky thing with my cute little condenser mic without breaking. Good thing I didn't have that button. And through shitty options, and hopefully this is the last day for today. That makes it sound like we're dying. I don't think so, but I don't know when that do. Ooh, oh, and yeah, so that let's segue from astrology to who else is probably using astrology and I did Asmund Gold fetch himself a honeypot, and I do not believe that is that girl's real face. I want to see her without makeup in the middle of the night, like snoring asleep, like photos. That's not her face. Mm-mm-mm. No, I I think he has a honeypot in the house. And I don't know, has he always been untidy or has that worsened since the past 12 months when his dad died or that helped to get him like, oh, maybe it's time to adult a little. I don't know. I don't really I don't under I that's a tale. I do not know all the details. I'm thinking out loud while I sew. Can't wait for the sittings to go where I can just take a pause and you hear the sweet sounds of the machine. I know at the moment, if I don't talk, I don't even think the crickets are picking. I change the desk. Okay, hold on a second. Oh, with your, I was gonna say water, but this is like a different. All right, let me keep that tab open and see it test. Okay, so all right. Oh, okay, so I see that better. And oh, but make this little, get out of my way. Who said you could show up here? I need you to go to bed for a second. Go here. Go there. All right. Can we test this? Okay, so part of it is I keep getting stuff and don't know how to use it. My tools are smarter than I am, but there should be machine sounds now. All right, now that I've turned that up. Well, who would have thunked? Hopefully we're not completely in the bed. Well, no, we always shut the bed. And we're sewing leaves with rayon thread with a giant thread smile in it because this love rayon just slides against itself in very impressive ways. I think hence why it was used in underclothes. All right. Well, maybe them. You're welcome. We're trying. So, do wish I'd understood or asked or I was just to somebody on X, and I knew that if I asked the question there, one of my compatriots who would know the answer would see me. But we're such a nobody everywhere that, but I didn't even know that. Who knew I was going to need another adapter for my adapters? I mean, come on. I'm, I guess I'm not done adapting, but holy moly, oh, oh shit. Uh, okay, sorry, not sorry, distracted by sirens. Already there was concerns of vehicles on fire. A little too close to home. Those sirens sound really close. Are you medical or here? Where's where's my oh don't you touch me where I want you to. Can you check the stuffs, please? Oh, oh, don't say. Here, can you just show me? Oh, oh, well, that's spectacular. Hopefully that goes down soon, because that's I don't care for that location being on, but check my audio and see if you can hear the machine, because I touched the thing. Here, go to the back. When you see that I'm like sewing, and then message me in the chat because everybody's too busy to chat with me. So I'm some extra sweet sounds besides the tale of the shopping of new audio and communication things, literally during Mercury retrograde, and all of the feelings of wires just literally being crossed or not connected appropriately because I had a in between audio connector thingamajigger, but despite me changing out different cables and connectors, that device is not being recognized as an audio option right now. I was like striking out. I was just throwing gutter balls. It felt like, here, we'll do this next thing to like move upward because we're cockroaches. We're going to continue to do this and we use these things for all of the other things that I have to do to keep the tent, keep the lights on at the tent so we can have a show. All right, can we get, let me get my assistant too. He's not where they're supposed to be. I know, I haven't started sewing yet. I know. You can't, what? You can't hear it all if I'm not talking? Well, you can't hear any machine if I'm not machining. Yeah, yeah, I know that we were having some technical difficulties. All right, we should be resuming stitching in. So we are slow it on. I'm saying glue way on these petals. Well, if that was the only thing, and well, it doesn't matter because the microphone wasn't connecting anyway, even if some of this issue could have been solved with the touching of a button, because I don't know what I don't know, and who is foolish enough to use a real camera with a lens and a microphone that is compatible with a camera, because sometimes you just like cameras and lenses and the quality and the options of that. And actually, you'll know another reason the circus has been taken over if there is a weirdo follow you tracking 360 camera at the circus. It's not, that is not, I don't, stand by to stand by. Mm. Oh, that's exciting. All right, where's our, yeah, okay. I just had to, I just went through and did a little thought exercise and mentally mapped two distinct exits using two distinct pathways. So, what's your two options for extraction or egress from your current location? Mental map it now. Please don't tell me in the chat. That's for me to not know, but you to just have in the back of your head, just in case. All right. And the tension, I really like the way this thread goes once the tension is worked out, but it just, oh, let me command this up, 'cause I do think the rayon loves to slide against itself, so it doesn't necessarily make knots, but it just unspools in large quantities that with relative ease don't become knots like in cotton. This one. And I hate to admit how much I don't like the way they do the embroidery stitching. Like, use up the old-fashioned stuff, but also, if you go to the thrift store and get your hands on big kinds of this. Oh, yeah, where is it? So, to see if we can have a little bit of assistance, I am giving this spool a protective coating. So let's just put a little jacket on here. Just see if we can just decrease this spool. Is this? No, I can't. What? No, I can do that for storage, but oh, that's picked up now. Okay, let's do totally. Okay, no, stop it. Texas. All right, let's try this section. All right, going. Oh, I didn't like that sound. But really slow. I was foolish and one day and I was like, oh, OBS, maybe part of the thing is I should just reset all of my audio settings and see if that makes things better. But you know what? I think that was an independent contributing factor. So don't do that. And then, you know who doesn't remember what their settings are? 'Cause I try, let's get things set up and then just leave them in their spot. Oh, regardless. Oh, he didn't yell at me. Well, that wasn't helpful. He's not listening. I guess I could. Oh, right. Yes, I could just be good and listen to myself. But also, you know, just come catch up, catch up. And, oh, wait, I'm not talking about this. I can't hear anything. I'm gonna try this again. The things we do behind the scenes. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Okay, so only Jack this up what opening threshold will forward this a little bit more. Does that help? All right, let's try this. All right. But with the new setup, I'll be able to be hardwired in so I can check the mic before it even goes to the software. We'll have hardware on hardware monitoring capability before we fluff it up with programs. Yeah, so stay tuned. Ay, ay, ay. What? Yeah, I still can't. The answer. I'm gonna go back to what are they waiting for to announce McConnell has been dead for who even knows? In today's day and age, somebody can't like do a video call from his hospital room. The only reason they haven't done it because he can't. You should have a picture of an elderly gentleman laying in a bed with tubes and monitors and and that would be the whole. That's you can talk, but there's no talking back. And if they continue this precedent that the possibility of his handled honeypot, another honeypot of a wife, take over his seat until the election was going to happen anyway. Like, oh my God. Are oh no, but we know because there was a funny thing that if they rode the clock out, if they pull the plug now, they have to do take past X. But if they run the clock out, they don't have to disrupt the apple cart. Oh, for fuck's sake. But then who's voting for him? Is he voting? And I heard, what is it? Cory has, what is that? That Cory Booker's been voting by proxy for Maxine Waters because there hasn't been a proof of life from her in a little while. Like, their handlers care nothing for human life and will literally use you until they kill you. I don't know. Oh, God. Life by the short hairs like that just sounds really stressful. That just sounds like a lot. I do enjoy this color. I have also been, oh, you can't see because I'm looking at the experiment that is continuing to be stitching snowflake obsidian shards onto the silk in the spaces where the chrysanthemum motif is woven into the brocade pattern in silver metallic number 40. We've got 200 meters less of that. I don't know if I have another blue one, but some of the threads this company makes intrigue me highly. We keep talking about them, but I'm not smart enough to figure out how to wire a tile. Because it can carry. Okay, here's what it can carry. Spitball me ideas that we can sew into clothing. Uh, Less than 100 ohms and 300 ohms. Yeah, it's not a huge. Am I saying the right unit? Yeah, ohms. I took physics 5 times because I was hard to understand. Um, Forgot where I was going with that. Oh, right. Yeah. Because we keep going back to the telecoms corset. This is, oh, speaking of corsets, we are really squirreling, squirrel not zippering it today. So I had the brilliant idea the other day. I was like, so, that corset pattern PDF that we can't figure out the tiling pattern for from the Genesee Country Museum. That's like the perfect size. I don't think we need to alter anything if this all what comes together. It has the 1 inch grid on it. So I had the brilliant idea to put into my hot little hand a tape measure, ensure that the background grid was 1 inch square, and then proceeded to take my tracing paper and trace out the pieces from the monitor, from my computer screen. And from there, I got one piece a little bit too close, so I retraced it, then proceeded to cut out the pieces in our heavyweight muslin, and now they're staring at me. So we can always take some time to finish the seam markings. I kind of rough cut them a little bit just in case I needed extra room somewhere. I don't think so. Oh, there is an unfortunate little note that I came across in that I think the bust core patterns were not quite right because there's that spot in the slit that probably could have a tip of a triangle slotted right into that spot nicely. So I am going to go and alter the pattern piece before I cut out the fashion layer of the project. This corset has intrigued me a lot because I really want to try the cording with the boning. Theirs has 3/8 inch bones. We're using 4 millimeter. I don't care. We're going to use our baker's twine. If I need some more, I know where to get that. it's got a lot of structure, and I don't know. It's been a while since we made a core set, like just a couple months, but you know it. We can't go too long without making sure that I make something that leaves me feeling fully supported and satisfied. Because frequently we are under-supported and less than satisfied. Um, every time we make something, it gets a little bit better. But how do we work through that? Okay. Also, oh, I need to just tuck in and finish the mummer's necklace. Just no excuses. Just get that masterpiece completed. 'Cause I got so many other things that my hot little hands want to just squirrel off onto, and this one needs to be completed. And oh, I guess I need to go through fabric. I have some velvet somewhere. Do I want to use it on the decorative necklace box? Kind of. Gonna have to make a giant mess to go look for a couple of things. There's no way around it, I don't think. But yeah, so that was my audio misadventures and all the ways that I misadventured. Not that this is by no means a tutorial, because who's foolish and streams with this setup? I don't know, but that's that's what we got. I did really enjoy the extra touch that was the little sticker in the box that says I love road, because I don't know. I miss the days, which is why I think I do continue to, if rain does me good, like, I don't, I'll buy from them again. And there's certain stuff that I'll just save up or wait. And yeah, all right, there's enough of our disasters and misadventures in streaming. But oh, actually, that would be funny too. Pop off the keys, because I got some funny little lenses for camera too. You could put it on like a fisheye lens on or something. Different little star filters just for shits and giggles. But the little clip doesn't attach so well over. Oh, I don't want to stitch that one first. Let's do this way. Yeah, pop this case off and then clip on the little lenses. Just 'cause. Why not enjoy the experience that is stitching under a fisheye lens? So stay tuned. Actually, I think part of my brain has been continuing to stew on how we can improve, and the resonance from the Phoenix McFury's comment of AI can't replace the artistic brain that takes the time to think about the camera, the particular lens, the costumes, the hair and makeup, the cars, the funny story that I've heard tell and you could hear too on America's Untold Stories. The Mark Grobert saying how in Hollywood, the classic car people get really grumpy when a film used to require classic cars, because really to sell the aesthetic, you need to make the car look dirty and like lived in for the time and not the collector's pristine, immaculately waxed and brushed and just tended perfect specimen of a vehicle. And if the car's too perfect, it I don't I mean, weird is the person who's like, oh, you know what, that scene was really lost on me because the cars were too clean. I don't, but now that you know, you'll see it and you're like, those old, the cars, old-fashioned ones in particular, like whose cars always that many old cars are just not always that clean all the time. I just, all right. Yeah, I'm so not gonna leave. We're just pedaling on the satin stitches. I kind of like default handful of different filler motifs until we begin our deep dive into. Oops, did I just break a needle? No, but I tried to. Um, where's where to go? All right, next. Oh, I just need to slow down, I think. Oh no. Oh no. Yep, again, threads are like wires. And sometimes during this time where all my other wires and connections have been funny, my threads too have also been a little disgruntled. And we can work under these conditions, but sometimes I don't know. Start circling back to the top of the yarns and how I don't think you need to believe to just be able to have some framework of movements and known interactions that can just help add a this there's these other things happening. It may manifest in a gajillion ways, but here's some possible examples. And then just waiting. But yeah, American forecasting. I don't love that she sometimes starts her shows with like 5 minutes music. I just skip it. But if you want to listen to her choice of old-fashioned tunes, they're not bad choices. I just listen at 1.5. I just want to get to the meat of things. But yeah, it's just me. She's Colonel Murray's this numerologist and astrologer. Even Colonel Murray's gotten to the, damn it, I don't understand, but I see how the words that come out of your mouth are being played out. What can we do about this? So, just trying to demyth, or not demyth, I don't know. You can do whatever you want. I don't care. I'm just, alas, at a sewing machine. Alas, I'm choose to be here with you behind my Singer 27. The sweetness that she is. And we are continuing stitching on water-soluble stabilizer so that we can take this assortment of petals and transform them into a full-fledged flower when the time is right. Also practicing stitchery for the dying art that is stitching on net, which has also involved the awesome experience that is learning to make high quality, fine sewing net. Yeah, that was its own misadventure because the tools didn't come, refund this and that. Just and what's up with freaking Amazon changing the prices at the very end, adding 10 cents out of nowhere? Like, no, how did I clicked on this thing. How after that do you have the audacity to say, oh, wait, I need 10 more cents from you? Who is Amazon doing, surge pricing? Am I being a victim to antics? Well, I know, I hear you, Phoenix. You are already being a victim to antics, but this particular, oh, and it's so stupid because all the giant box stores killed all the small retails, and I'm sure that we're not the only example of there isn't a mom and pop, and then even the big box stores not really the I don't know, some people drive farther, but it's more than 10 miles away. But oh well, whatever. So I'm just pedaling. Oh, my thumb's going now. I don't really like that. So we carry on. Oh, I need to stretch my pecs. Damn, he is tight. All right, let me pop the hoop up and see if we can get an unobstructed view of what we've stitched so far, because that would be three blue petals. All right, yep, and we're so good. There's the back of my hand. Yet again. Here's the blue petal. Wow, can you take so slow? Don't want to look at. All right, me. You don't need to hear me complain about all the behind the scenes things. I know it's not. Well, we've heard all the ways that Phoenix barely knows how to do any of this stuff. And then I have to go and do it her own particular way because we're particular like that. I like tradition, gosh darn it. Sorry, I thought I had a thought and it just fell out of my head, so you're welcome. Um, sure. Oh, yeah, this set is very particular about having that weight up at the spool. But slow down. I wish there would be a breeze. It's so hot today. And like sticky. Ugh. Last thing we need is dry lightning today. Oh, Oregon, I hope that we can unfuck it. 'Cause, holy man. But the Save Act allegedly didn't is not going to be on the ballot, that was the You're not gonna hunt fish, do pest control, pest management, animal husbandry. Mm, there was a couple. That sums it up. But they just continued to run. I mean, we had a couple weeks ago the last veneer maker for wood veneer. Yeah, that plant closed. The Joe Dwen windows closed. Oh, no, it's not a well. It just, I don't. I'm just gonna sew some lines on this loop here in this direction. All right, next week, I'm just veering up the size, just depending on what little space I got. I don't worry about trimming them in between. Too many loose threads to deal with. Just get why add trouble to add things to get mucked up in the works when we can just trim it after we freed it from the stabilizer. Cool. It's not that complicated. Just get out your toys and play. Oh, it was so good to touch my hoops the other day. I've been making. I'm like, oh, is that a cobweb? Maybe you should work on drill some tricks, or don't drill tricks and just play around for a little bit. Just get off your fanny, because you spend enough time at the sewing machine on your fanny, among other places, times when you're on your fanny. Get up, shake it off. We have the option and the power. We just have to choose to exercise them. Oh, because there's gonna be a lot of like either a hardcore up the bejesus, either unfuckering or fuckering more, or some combination. Fun times, I think. Fun. What's going on? Okay. Oh, 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 well, that's just another day in the neighborhood. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I don't hate having the scanner app. Sometimes you just gotta actually listen with your own two ears to the primary sources. Oh, no, they, no, you were too far away. That's all right, I heard you. Hold on, just a couple more days, honey. Just a couple more days. Soon, soon, soon. I mean, allegedly. And then also, they're like Amazon. You say on your thing, if you order now, it or two. Oh, is there 2 days? I assume. No, because it said if you order within this time, it'll arrive tomorrow. It didn't arrive the day after I put the order in. It's not coming until today's tomorrow. Tomorrow. Like, stupid. All right. It's too hot to be that angry. We don't need to. Let's just cool it off. We've got these nice, beautiful ice blue petals. Uh, cool blue ocean waters. Please be mindful of the jellyfish and starfish. The cephalopods very much like to pretend that you're the perfect resting spot. None of that is true. Here at Circus, we do not pretend or claim to be any type of cephalopod expert. We just show up and shows. No, can't spit the words out. Oh, I can't wait. And I tested the mic separately, so I know that it's not that I fluffed up the mic. It's just little did I know that one big boy change was gonna require a whole bunch of. I ran out of bobbins. That's our newest instrument. Yeah, there's our little pedals. Oh yeah, there they're showing up on the big screen. And then down there's all the ones we've already. Because I'm just trying to finish off the last of this empty spot. Because when I'm filling petals, I just cut a sheet off and then just fill it up until there's nothing left. Because I don't understand the people who need something for a small thing and then just cut this huge piece, but then throw it the rest in the trash. I'm like, no, that's bonus extra planetary. Fill that shit up. Oh, oh, sweet. Oh, right. High quality net. That's what I'm talking about. I haven't practiced my netting stitches in a little while. Should we see? Oh, does this maybe an okay? Now I'm squirreling. But yeah, I think when I send the mummers her project, her masterpiece, I'm gonna include a little piece of the net already tied off in an embroidery hoop and see if she wants to stitch on it. Like we've seen examples. I don't think she's gonna use a machine because she, that's not her MO, but hand stitching might be more her jam. Because I don't think, talk about trying to revive a dead craft. I, oh no, I think we did see some at the Lacis, Lacis site where we finally found the fine, the netting hooks for your finest net making needs. Or heritage arts and crafts that next nobody remembers. But we need to remember the old things, particularly, please don't forget to support your local farmers because especially if they remember to like compost and do the things for land stewardship because that that whole thing is an upcoming design disaster in design. Also, I need to look it up. Our lentils, we've been growing lentils, but the only grows like two. I don't know whether we fluffed up or whatever that the little pods have like one, maybe two lentils in there. Are they so? I don't know if they just are tiny like that. I didn't even bother to look at the pictures. I was just like, we're just gonna throw these seeds and cross our fingers. And here we are, a good handful of them are literally like dried pods. You squeeze them. So I guess those ones could be ready for harvesting, but I don't want to rip out the whole plants yet. You might just cut it and like dig it under. digging into the campers, that area, 'cause that spot had been used a while for the growing of tomatoes, but we changed up the tomato plots. There's quite a few tomatoes growing. I see them. And two habaneros. Oh, I was trying to think of a good joke yesterday. But yeah, we ended up settling on, are we habaneroing a good time? They're still green. I don't know how much longer, but yeah, I thought I had only seen the little tiny ones. And then lo and behold, I don't know, maybe I just hadn't been looking hard enough. But when all the peppers are green, they get lost in the leaves. Yes, the peppers do get lost in the leaves. I though, oh man, chili de arbos. I love how the picture I keep taking. It's got this one that just it got a little crooked in the tip. It's my pepper's got Dupuytren's contracture of the pepper. Look it up. Oh, oh no, wrong one. It could, but Peyronie's of the pepper is funnier, and that's the part where I wanted the stricture. All right. Hey, damn, fucking flies. I hate fly season. Oh, rebut. But thank you, all you most awesome workers and lurkers. I see you good. I see you just hanging out in the background. It's good. I hope your work is working well and or your creative pursuits are just well awesomed or whatever it is you're doing. Oh, I'm so silly. Shouldn't have changed the dust. Well, okay, well, probably have to go through and rechange everything tomorrow anyway, so we'll not count our well, not adjust our audio settings before we've got all of the audio fluffed out. But that did also kind of throw me down the pathway of what if we splice, is there a way to splice together an XCR or whatever it is, that cord onto the 1/4 inch so that I don't need an adapter for an adapter, that I could just have one cord with the ends that I want. Because I know they have 3.5 millimeter to the XCR cords, but I kind of want the chunkier cable of the 1/4 inch. Oh, all these problems that we've made for ourselves. First world stringer problems, damn it. Oh, is camera 2 ready to go to bed? Are we? Is this the whole round? All right. Let me. Oh, and you can't hear me. All right, we're back. Sorry, camera 2 was getting ready to fall asleep. It's like, no, this show's so bad. You only deserve one camera. And I said, wait, wait, wait. Please let me resuscitate you. Oh my goodness, I think we're just gonna be here for a little bit longer because I have heat in my head. Pretty soon we are going to be lit up like sunshine in my face. And I don't know if I'll be able to handle that, but I'm not done stitching quite. You can't get rid of me that fast. So I'm just gonna stew for a second and decide which shape. I generally, is there any notes when I do this that I think might help anybody? Don't be afraid to draw enough straight lines, and then it's the forever practice of unfortunately making beautiful satin stitches. They are your nemesis, but as we learned from the lessons and the Singer instructions for art embroidery, they are just the most important stitch. So buckle up and make friends, or you might not love lace making on the sewing machine as much as I do, though I don't know why anybody would want to do this. Oh, I should have grabbed the new corset. All right, let me stand up for another second to stretch my legs. Sorry about the pause. All right. All right, so in my section here, we have the front page of the 1840-45 brown twill corset that's a part of the Genesee Country Village and Museum out in Mumford Ways, New York. It does not include seam allowance. Well, that's good because I figured that and included my own. Those have some scraps. Offcuts, not scraps, for more bracelets. Because we should try. Oh, what if we just took some of that and made a grid and then just stitched like 2 or 3 flowers on? I wonder if we need some like tiny petals. Or we could just have a big giant honking flower. Alright, okay, Phoenix, you are getting distracted. So we have gussets, front, two in the busticles and one in the hipsicle. Here's the center front, and one of the, yeah. So I okay, remember I said earlier, I embiggened it, made sure that the grid was 1 by 1, traced it, cut the pattern pieces out, took the heavyweight muslin as the mock-up because I'm pretty sure I'm just going to end up using it as the inner lining because this is a 2-layered corset with channels. We've got synthetic plastic boning that we're going to slice and slot in, followed by rows of cording. So we've got our first corset with cords and bones because why just have one when you can have both? And especially even better when you don't need to do any pattern adjustments. But here, maybe I'm in the right a spot where you can pretend to see. Just shake your head. It's all right. The top of the bust gusset probably should be just to like actually come down to this point piece here. There's a little gap there. So my two options are to I'm just gonna cut it bigger on the fashion layer and we're just gonna assume that the fit is gonna be perfect on this iteration. And what was I gonna do? We'll just hand stitch and massage it. It's gonna be on the inside and nobody's gonna be seeing the inside of my underwear while I'm wearing my underwear. You're only gonna know about it here right now or when we sew it. So from here, just gonna real quick mark with my pencil. I'm just gonna set these things aside. On the one side that's pinned, I'm gonna mark the seam allowance, or mark where I need to stitch the seams together. And I'm trying something different this time. Instead of repinning and flipping all this stuff, I'm I am turning the fabric over just until I hear and feel the tracing paper crunch, the pattern paper crunch, and making a little slash so I know where I need to put the stitches. This is just for the basting iteration. I'm not going to. Hello, William! It's been a while. I hope you've been good. Oh my goodness gracious. Long time no see, but you've been quilt coating it up. Have you seen that people, have you entertained the notion of a matching or coordinated short pant with coat combo, good sir? Oh, because one of the vendors, there's a vendor that I've seen that's been had quilted short pants on offer, and all I did was think about you, sir. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, stupid fly on my back. I don't want to have one of those Mike Pence moments with that like fly in his nose or his forehead. Ah, you're hiding in the house because it's too hot. 100% reasonable. It my it says it's 90. Some place where the temperature might be monitoring says it's 96. Yeah, it's hot. Oh man, the forest fire smoke blew out. We've got sunny blue skies, which means the temperature is higher again. Oh, the battle of would you prefer particulate and difficulty breathing, but cooler temperatures, or slightly better air quality, but it's hotter than Satan's ballsack on the solstice? I don't know where I was going with that, but we know Phoenix couldn't go too long without being selfish and finding another course that pattern. Some of these pieces I really have a lot of seam allowance, but we'll deal with that later. I think I also need to take out the favorites. I don't know what I want the fashion layer to be. We've got that blue denim, and I think, what is this? Oh, brown twill, but denim is twill-ish? Doesn't denim need a twill? I'm not gonna be, I don't know these things, so don't quote me, and if someone can correct me, bail me out, that would be appreciated. All right, front and back smart. Let's do this one. Because the around measurements are basically the correct, so if any adjustments need to be made, it's gonna be at the center waist is the only place. Ah, William, I just made a combo with pants and a coat, but you're always hunting for quilts and crazy fabric. Of course you are. I need to shop my stash and not keep looking at that marketplace ad that is 5555 for an entire like act collect. Oh my God, I don't have the space. Somebody's like lifetime of business pursuits, mannequins, all the fabric, all the trim. Oh, I want it so, but I don't have the capital, and we're not gonna be like, oh, fundraise for this, like, no. But I don't have the space for it, even if, or the listing is like, please bring a pickup truck or a trailer with trailer and all this stuff. Like, this is serious, like an entire, you could fill a whole house up probably with fabric studio level of stuff. So now I have all the pieces, the body, and the pattern was for the left side. But I can see this is where the armpit hole is. I did not practice perfect corset cutting technique in that I did not cut my pieces face to face. I just cut them. Let's do a couple more leaves since that's what I'm set up for. Now that I'm playing nicely, I just thought I'd give myself a second, show off the new corset that we're gonna stitch mock up. basically I'm just gonna real quick do some I'd say big stitches. Oh, you know what? Maybe I will do big stitches. I'll hand baste it and then try it on. And then it'll be way easier to take it apart for the final version. And I think basting it with giant stitches would actually be faster than doing it at the machine. Definitely faster to unpick. And this is just for a fit quick check. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's hot today, and the sun is coming in my eyes soon. Yeah, the past couple days, it's been hot, but the air has been really still, just like literally oppressive feeling. Just, just the weight of it all. Oh, chicken little. Oh, chicken little. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, there was some other funny business. What else was funny? We've talked about our honey pot. Oh, I can't put our honey pot stories. We had our disaster situational awareness portion. We showed off our works in progress. As if we needed more works in progress. Oh my goodness, I'm ready to fall asleep right now. Well, that's been super good. Oh, William, the weather's been crazy here. It's been hot, cloudy, and humid, right? I know. Yep. Oh, right, 'cause there's the monsoons are getting ready to come in down there. We are supposed to have storms rolling through, but no water, so huzzah! Thunder with dry lightning. My least favorite iteration of thunderstorms that one could iterate, but yikes. We'll see. I'm just glad Loki's come out. I don't think he liked the smoke from the fire. He was like literally hiding behind the couch, underneath the blankie. It's like, is something wrong? But if there was no pain, I pressed on his bladder and his belly, like while he was eating. He didn't turn around and bite me. Wanted to be petted and loved. He's just like, no, I'm cool. I'm just a really sensitive artist, and it just, I'm just gonna hang out here for a while, lady. All right. I gotta finish this leaf. I'm gonna call it a show. I'm not my finest form, and you guys deserve the best Phoenix I can be, so I'll save you from the bad Phoenix. But thank you so much, everybody who's hung out for the past little hour. I can't wait to fully get all these new implementations worked out so that we can continue to provide you with the highest quality audio analog slop that we can present. And it's in the works. I just can't make the wires cross any faster in the ones and zeros. So I'm gonna hit the end stream button and I'm gonna stay hydrated and touch my hoops because I'm gonna play with my other stuff. All right, I'll be back on Saturday. TTFN, boys and girls.